The M41A pulse rifle and M56 smart gun, first seen in Aliens, 1986, quickly became sci-fi icons. More than props, they set the standard for future military tech on screen, blending real gun mechanics with bold, futuristic style. Their influence runs through decades of pop culture, shaping everything from games to action figures. Building on their visual impact, the M41A and smart gun became instant symbols of colonial marine bravado and heavy firepower, rewriting the rules for sci-fi arsenals with their realism and grit. Signature features like the pulse rifle's ammo counter and the smart gun's Steadicam rig became visual shorthand for futuristic weaponry. Replicas, toys, and games have kept the alien legacy alive for generations, with the smart gun's unique design inspiring countless creators. The distinctiveness of the smart gun is even more evident when considering its real-world roots. Originally envisioned as a laser, the smart gun evolved into a modified MG42 with motorcycle and Steadicam components, a real-world toughness and sci-fi flair. Its unique look continues to inspire filmmakers and designers, with Vasquez's smart gun achieving cult status as a legendary unlock in games and collectibles. Behind the scenes, the creative prop work, its most distinctive feature was an underbarrel 30mm grenade launcher, gave Marines a versatile solution for any threat. Its digital ammo readout and iconic silhouette became hallmarks of the franchise, most memorably when Ellen Ripley taped it to an M240 flamethrower in the film's cinematic rescue scene. In parallel, crafting the pulse rifle's prop was an inventive feat, combining the M1A1 Thompson submachine gun, a cut-down Remington 870 shotgun, and a Franke Spas 12 handguard into a functional, futuristic weapon. Most props lacked a working shotgun, except for the prized Hero rifle. Finished in brown best paint that appeared olive green on camera, only the Hero prop survived production and returned in Alien 3. Further distinguishing the smart gun, PFC J. Vasquez and Private M. Drake's formidable weapons were each unique, Drake's with anodized accents, Vasquez's with a comfortable fit. The head-mounted sight, inspired by Apache helicopter helmets, gave operators a high-tech advantage. A memorable detail, Vasquez clearing her weapon by removing a battery module made from a toy pop gun, showcases the prop team's ingenuity and adds authenticity to the film's universe. Turning to the lore behind these weapons, the M41A pulse rifle was designed for colonial marines facing the galaxy's worst. Engineered by Armat Battlefield Systems, it became the go-to weapon for Marines, Army troops, and even Weyland-Yutani security. Its roots trace back to Jonathan LaForce, a retired Marine who built the prototype in his workshop. In 2171, after besting major competitors, his design became the M41A. Early M41As had problems. Bad ammunition led to deadly malfunctions, prompting quick fixes such as improved cooling and tougher materials. The final rifle was lightweight, radiation-hardened, and capable of firing in bursts or in full automatic mode. Marines loaded 95 rounds, although the magazine held 99, to ensure reliability. Its electronic action, powered by a battery and manual charging handle, made it both high-tech and practical. To complete its technical achievements, the underbarrel U1 grenade launcher made the M41A deadly in close-quarters combat. Later models let Marines swap attachments as needed. Features like a sight groove, an adjustable rear sight, an optical ×3 scope, and a spring-loaded stock made it adaptable. The LCD ammo counter, sometimes taped over, and a battery lasting 10,000 rounds added to its futuristic feel. The M41A E2 version replaced the launcher with a longer barrel and a 300-round magazine, transforming it into a support weapon. Newer pulse rifles became more modular. Compact models replaced the grenade launcher, offering lighter weight and improved range. Squad support versions fired heavier, armor-piercing rounds. Optical and reliability upgrades kept the M41A line ahead of the curve. The M41A's creation story is as rich as its screen legacy. Conceived by James Cameron, initial sketches fused modern military gear with a futuristic vision. Simon Atherton and Bapty & Co. realized this by using an M1A1 Thompson, a cut-down Remington 870, and a Franke Spas 12 handguard, all encased in crafted shells. The special effects team's working LED ammo counter was the finishing touch, making the weapon iconic for colonial marines. The pulse rifle's final appearance mixed creativity and practicality. The design first called for a Heckler & Koch MP5A3, but the M1A1 Thompson's dramatic muzzle flash was better for filming. Props were built for specific uses. Only one hero rifle had working mechanisms, others used dummy parts for safety. Fiberglass and rubber rifles made stunt work safer and cheaper. Live firing props were tightly managed by armorers. Pulse rifle colors sparked fan debate. Although painted in Humbrol 170 brown bass, the film lights made it look olive green, and this shade carried over into merchandise, except in Alien 3, where rifles appear black. After filming, most firing props were dismantled, except the hero rifle, which returned in Alien 3. For that film, new plastic black props appeared, and the hero was repainted black. Only the original hero could fire blanks. Alien 3 pulse rifles emitted the iconic LED ammo counter, likely due to the hero prop shroud design. At London's Alien War, Bapty & Co. built aluminium replicas with strobes and sound instead of originals. These informed the Colonial Marines technical manual. The Alpha pulse rifle, a non-working display piece with 8 vent holes and a right side counter, stands out and has been restored over the years. The Delta pulse rifle, called the prop store or jewel unit, was the main live-fire weapon. Uniquely, it combined a functioning Thompson and Remington 870. Its extended launcher barrel and missing right-side counter set it apart. Used by Goldstein and Weaver in key scenes, it remained the only blank-firing alien rifle for Alien 3, repainted black for the film. The Delta's legacy continued. Media appearances, repaints, and a return to olive green. The Zeta pulse rifle, Lawrence Nathan or technical manual rifle, became notable for its wooden grip and right-side counter. Lawrence Nathan may have created it. Discrepancies in photos and descriptions have driven debate, but the Zeta is an established reference piece. James Cameron's attention to detail extended even to the pulse rifle's sound, which he spent 2 days perfecting for Aliens. Early technical specs credited Colt as the manufacturer, but later material created a richer backstory, naming the fictional Armat Battlefield Systems as the official maker. The M41A pulse rifle isn't just a movie prop, it's a pop culture phenomenon. Since the release of Aliens in theaters, fans and collectors have fueled a thriving market for replicas. Limited edition runs, such as the Icon's pulse rifle, are coveted for their craftsmanship and heft. At the same time, airsoft and conversion kits, some featuring functional LCD counters, allow fans to wield a slice of sci-fi history. The sheer variety and demand for these models underscore how deeply the M41A has embedded itself in the collective imagination. It's not just about owning a replica, it's about holding a piece of cinematic legend. On screen, the M41A's bursts and grenades define the Colonial Marines' fight. In video games, players get to wield their own versions, whether classic or updated. Over the years, the M41A pulse rifle and M56 smart gun have become mainstays in Alien franchise games, letting fans experience the thrill of Colonial Marines' firepower firsthand. These iconic weapons are featured in the Alien vs Predator series, where the Marine class relies on the pulse rifle and smart gun for survival. In Aliens, Colonial Marines, both guns play a central role in the campaign and multiplayer modes. In Aliens Fireteam Elite, they return as fan-favorite choices. Even earlier arcade games like Alien 3 The Gun and Aliens Extermination put the pulse rifle in players' hands, while handheld titles such as Aliens Infestation let you equip your squad with these legendary weapons. Even Alien Isolation, though focused on survival horror, includes the M41A pulse rifle as a collectible and a nod to the franchise's action legacy. The smart gun and pulse rifle are not only constant presences in dedicated Alien titles, but also appear as unlocks, Easter eggs, or homages in crossover games, keeping their legacy alive across genres. Every appearance, from big moments to hidden unlocks, keeps the rifle's legend alive. Of course, not every recreation is a pixel-perfect match. Video games sometimes flip the ammo counter for player convenience or streamline the weapon's design to better suit gameplay, but these choices aren't oversights. They're practical tweaks that keep the spirit of the M41A alive, even as its digital form evolves. What matters most is that unmistakable silhouette, the shroud, the magazine, the stance, that instantly signals pulse rifle to fans everywhere. Even within the films, prop details sometimes shifted, missing ammo counters here, extra vent holes there. A result result of the fast-paced, high-pressure set environment. Far from diminishing the pulse rifle's mystique, these quirks have given toy makers and modelers creative license. Each toy or collectible captures something a little different, making every iteration a fresh tribute to the original's design. You don't have to be a prop collector to appreciate the M41A's reach. Even building toy fans can snap together their own pulse rifles, courtesy of companies like Brick Arms. Whether it's a Xeno pulse rifle for a toy marine or a shotgun for a blocky hero, these playful tributes prove that the rifle's appeal crosses generations and genres. The M41A isn't just for display cases, it's a source of creative play and inspiration. Action figure lines like G.I. Joe have long borrowed from the pulse rifle's playbook, arming their troops with weapons that evoke the same sense of firepower and adventure. Sometimes the resemblance is subtle, a barrel here, a magazine there, and sometimes it's a direct homage. Either way, kids and collectors alike get to imagine their favorite heroes facing down alien threats, pulse rifle in hand. Specialty retailers like MarauderInc.com have joined the fun, offering pulse rifle-inspired accessories in every imaginable color and finish. Limited edition models, cleverly painted, and companion flamethrowers let fans assemble their own custom arsenals. For many, building a miniature armory is as much about storytelling and nostalgia as it is about collecting. The M41A's look is sci-fi shorthand, popping up in Ready Player One, The Simpsons, or on a Terminator screen, and fans instantly know it. Every cameo is a nod to the rifle's place in the pop culture Hall of Fame. The pulse rifle's legacy even sneaks into the most surprising corners of pop culture. A Ben 10 gun rack, a blink and you miss it cameo in Love, Death and Robots, or a futuristic blaster in Command & Conquer, the M41A's DNA is everywhere. Sometimes it's a direct visual match, other times it's the spirit of the design. Burst fire, caseless ammo, hefty magazines. That lives on. For fans, each new sighting is a small thrill, proof that the rifle's legend continues to grow. Even when game designers put their own spin on the weapon, like the M41A Grendel 12.7 in SAS Zombie Assault 3, or reskin rifles in Starbound and Saints Row 4, the homage is clear. Whether you're blasting aliens on a pixelated spaceship or outfitting a squad in StarCraft, the unmistakable lines and features of the pulse rifle shine through. These digital tributes keep the legend alive, ensuring that every new generation of players gets to experience the thrill of wielding sci-fi's most iconic firearm. The M41A's legacy isn't just about firepower, it's about how inventive design and pop culture magic can inspire generations. Its blend of real mechanics and sci-fi imagination set the standard for future movie arsenals. Decades later, the M41A still inspires films, games, and collectibles. Fans and creators keep coming back to it, a symbol of sci-fi ingenuity and great storytelling. The M41A is more than a weapon, it's an icon, a product of brilliant collaboration and creativity, and a beacon for the future of sci-fi design.